Assalamu alaikum and a very pleasant morning, girls. Today we are going to see our second story. This Unit 3 short story, Little Girls Wiser Than Man by Leo Tolstoy. Little girls are wiser than men by Leo Tolstoy. Okay. Is that clear, ma? First, we'll see about the introduction about the author, Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy, 1828 to 1910, a Russian author. Okay, he belongs to Russia. Okay, he's a Russian author, best known for his two longest works. He was famous for his two longest works, that is War and Peace in the year 1865 to 69 and Anna Karenina in the year 1875 to 77. Among Tolstoy's shorter works, The Death of Anne Boleyn 1886 is usually classed among the best examples of the novella. Matthew Arnold assessed Tolstoy's novel and complimented a novel by Tolstoy is not work of art but a piece of life. Matthew Arnold compliments him as a novel by Tolstoy. His works is not a work of art, it is not just a work of art, but a piece of life, he is telling. Okay. He was born on September 9, 1828 and died on 20 November 1910. Okay. He was a novelist, considered one of the most important writers of world's literature. His most famous works are War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Is that clear, ma? Okay. Here I am sharing a quote from Leo Tolstoy. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Here he says about happiness. Okay. Happiness, it does not depends on outward things. Okay, you have seen many people like they used to wear smile on their face, but inside they are dying, right? Yes or no? It is they are pretending. So he's telling that happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Is that clear? Okay. Here one more quote by Leo Tolstoy. He says, "Love is life. Everything that I understand because I love." He understands everything because he loves everything. Everything exists only because I love. Why? Because he loves everything. Everything is united by it alone. Love is God, and to die means that I shall return to the general and eternal source. Is it clear? This is also his most famous one of the quote. Is it clear? He is saying that if we love, okay, first and the foremost thing is, if we love something, we will understand everything about that something. Is it clear? That is the concept. Is it? Can you get my points, girls? Okay. Now the short story. Little Girls Wiser Than Men. Here I am sharing a beautiful picture. You can see the two little girls are playing. Is it clear? Okay. Here in this story we are going to see the story Little Girls Wiser Than Man is about a small quarrel fighting between two little girls. One name is Malasha and the other name is Akolia. Here two little girls are playing. One is Malasha and the other one is Akolia on a rainy day. Okay. The quarrel leads to argument and debates. Okay, And that small quarrel between those little girls, it develops as a debate. Okay, a fighting between among the elders in the families. But what does the elders learn from the little girls is the climax of the story. That is, after the fighting, after the debate, what those girls are doing at the end of the story is that we are going to see. That is the climax of the story. Is that clear? Okay. Now, this short story, the setting of this short story is in Russia. The place is Russia. It is a rainy season. Okay, characters are Akolia, Malasha, and their mothers, and the old lady. Is it clear? Okay. Here, the story starts with, it was an early Easter. Okay, the rainy season. That month is Easter month, and sledging was only just over. Snow still lay in the yards, and water rain streams down in the village street. That is, because of the rain, because of the season, water is streaming here and there, and the two little girls are playing. Is it clear? Two little girls from different houses. That is, they are not belong to the same house. Two different house. Okay, maybe they are friends. Houses happen to meet in a lane between two homesteads where the dirty water, after running through the farmyard, had formed a large puddle. That is, here in this image, you can see that how they are standing in the muddy water. Okay, where they are from the two different houses. One girl was very small, and other a little bigger. Here you can see in the right side a small girl, and in the left side a little bigger girl, right? Okay, their mother had dressed them both in a new frocks. Now both the girls are wearing new frocks. The little one wore a blue frock, the other a yellow print, and both had red kerchiefs on their heads. Okay, and they are wearing the new frocks, and their attire is said here. They had just come from church when they met, and first they showed each other their finery, their dresses. Okay, now they have just come from the church, and after that they are meeting and they are showing each other their new dresses. Okay, and then they had begun to play, and they started to play. They are not bothering about the new dress. They are started to play in the muddy place. Soon the fancy took them to splash about in the water, and the smaller one was going to step into the puddle, shoes and all, when the elder checked her. Now what happened? Both the girls are playing, and in playing she forgets that there is a muddy watery area is there, and she splashed, and that mud obviously it stick into her shoes, and the bigger girl checked her. Okay, is it clear, ma? Don't go in so, Malasha, said she. Your mother will scold you. I will take off my shoes and stockings, and you take off yours. Now, and the little girl is going there, and what she is doing? Now, what happened? Malasha is warning her that Akolia, don't go there because your mother will scold you. Now, for that, Akolia is replying, I will take off my shoes and my stocking, and you to do the same thing. Okay, they did so, and then picking up their skirts, began walking towards each other through the puddle. Now they are enjoying in the mud. The water came up to Malasha's ankles, and she said, it is deep, Akolia, I am afraid. Now, the watery mud has come to ankle, so she's saying that I am afraid. Okay, it is deep, I think. Like that she's saying. They did so, and then, it is deep, Akolia, I'm afraid. Come on, replied the other. Don't be frightened, it won't get any deeper. Now, Malasha is telling her, Akolia is telling her it is not so much deeper, don't be frightened. Okay, when they got near one another, Akolia said, mind Malasha, don't splash, walk carefully. Now, they are. Now, what happens? Akolia is telling Malasha that don't splash it. Okay, walk very carefully. She had hardly said this when Malasha plumped down her foot so that the water splashed right on the Akolia's frock. Now, she is saying, and instead of listening her carefully, what she does, she walked hardly, and that water splashed on Akolia's frock. Okay, the frock was splashed, and so were Akolia's eyes and nose. When she saw the stains on her frock, she was angry and ran after Malasha to strike her. Okay, she was very angry by seeing the stains on her frock. Malasha was frightened, and seeing that she had got herself into trouble, she scrambled out of the puddle and prepared to run home. Just then, Akolia's mother happened to be passing, and seeing that her daughter's skirt was splashed and her sleeves dirty, she said, now, while they are moving and running, what happens? Malasha was very frightened, and she made herself to run before she reached Akolia. But what happened? Akolia's mother comes there and sees that her daughter's skirt was splashed and her sleeves dirty. Okay, she said, who? Akolia's mother. You naughty dirty girl, what you have been doing? Malasha said, it on purpose, replied the girl. At this, Akolia's mother seized Malasha and struck her on the back of her neck. Malasha began to howl, a cry of pain. She started crying, because Akolia's mother has beaten her, so that she could be heard all down the street. How she is crying? She is crying very loudly that the whole street can hear her voice, her cry. Is it clear? Her mother came out. By hearing her voice, what happens? Malasha's mother came there. Okay, what are you beating my girl for? Now she is asking, why you are beating my girl? She said, and began scolding her neighbor. One word led to another, and they had an angry quarrel. Now what happened? At this, she started scolding her neighbor and everyone. Okay, and it has that quarrel become very angry. The man came out, and a crowd collected in the street. Everyone shouting and no one listening. Now what happened? Here in this image you can see that everyone is shouting and no one is ready to listen. Is it clear? They all went on quarreling till one gave another a push. Now they are quarreling, and the affair had very nearly come to blows when Akolia's old grandmother, stepping in among them, tried to calm them. Now they started burning, and they started quarreling between one another. So in that meantime, what happens? Akolia's grandmother comes there and wants to calm them, wants to make them to calm and listen to her. But what are you thinking of, friends? Is it right to behave so? On a day like this too, it is a time for rejoicing and not for such folly as this. Now Akolia's mother want to calm them and want her to listen, and she's telling that this is the time to enjoy, but what you people are doing, you people are quarreling with each other, fighting with each other. So she says, okay, and they would not listen to the old women and nearly knocked her off her feet, and she would not have been able to quiet the crowd if it had not been for Akolia and Malasha themselves. While the women are abusing each other, Akolia had wiped the mud off her frock and gone back to the puddle. Now what happened? The people are not ready to listen Akolia's grandmother. What they are doing? They are quarreling with each other, and they are not ready to. They are push off the grandmother. Okay. In that time, what happened? What happens? Akolia wiped the mud off her frog. That is what she is doing. She is wiping her frog and the mud water what is there in her frog. Now, by this time, what happens? Akolia, she is wiping her frog, and she go to that puddle and started playing. Can you get my points, girls? Okay. Then she took a stone and began scraping away the earth in front of the puddle and make a channel through which the water could run out into the street. Now, what they are doing? They are making something. Now, Akolia has took off the one stone and she started doing so because so that the water which is remains standing, so that it flow to the street. Is it clear? Okay. Presently, Malasha joined her and with a chip of wood helped her dig the channel. Just as the men were beginning to fight, the water from the little girl's channel rained streaming into the street towards the very place where the old woman was trying to pacify the men. The girls followed it, one running each side of the little stream. Now, what they are doing? They are paving a way to that water. Then only that water will flow off. So they are making a channel, creating. Okay. And Malasha and Akolia, they both are doing that same thing, and the water flows from that place, and they are also running from one to the each other. Catch it, Malasha, catch it, shouted Akolia, while Malasha could not speak for laughing, highly delighted in watching the chip float along on their stream. The little girls ran straight into the group of men and the old women. Seeing them, said to the man, "Are you not ashamed of yourself to go fighting on account of these lassies when they themselves have forgotten all about it and all are playing happily together? Dear little souls, they are wiser than you." The men looked at the little girls and were ashamed, and laughing at themselves went back each to his own home. "Except you turn and becomes as little children, you shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven." Now, the grandmother is saying to the people, the village people, those who are fighting, that are you not ashamed of yourselves? That is, she is asking, are you not ashamed of your act? Like that. Okay. And she is showing those little girls, they are playing here, and they have forgotten their thing. Is it clear? And at last she says that except you turn and becomes as little children, you shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now she is telling, dear little souls, dear, that is two little girls, they are wiser than you the man. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear, ma? Have you understood the story? Here I have told you the setting of the play. It is in Russia, and it is a rainy season. The characters are Akolia and Malasha, their mother, and the old lady. Is that clear? Here, theme vintage and old. That is the childhood and the old people. Is it clear? And the plot is once there was a rainy day in Russia. It was Easter at that time. After time rain had stopped, two girls named Malasha and Akolia. Malasha wore her best dress for Easter, played in the mud. Interesting incident it is when Malasha splashed water at Akolia and Akolia splashed mud at Malasha. Raising action, Malasha mother asked who splashed mud at her. She said it was Akolia. Then Malasha's mother started beating Akolia. In the climax, Akolia's mother heard her daughter crying so she came running to see what had happened. After she knew what happened, the two mothers started to argue and fight with each other until men came out. Following action, that is, the two girls ran away from the argument. The old lady then said to the people who are arguing and fighting to stop. Kids forgive and elders don't want a shape, she said. And the resolution, the two groups of people went back to celebrating Easter with their families. Here, have you understood what I've said, girls? The story. Okay, in the story, there are two little girls. In this story, there is a two little girl who are playing in the mud watery area after the rain, and they started playing. They were because it is Easter. They are wearing new dresses, and they have forgotten about the new dress and started playing in the mud, in the water. And both are very good friends, and they are playing. Okay, and what happened in that time? What happened? One girl splashed to the other girl, and her dress becomes dirty. And what happens? She runs up from that because the other girl is very angry because it. So she want to escape from that place, but what happened? Her mother comes there. Akolia's mother comes and she grabs Malasha, and she is asking Akolia what happened, and Akolia says that Malasha has splashed her and her frock becomes dirty, so that Akolia's mother beaten Akolia and Malasha. She started crying, and she cries like a in a big voice, in a very big voice. We can hear, the whole street can hear her voice, her cry. By hearing her cry, Malasha's mother comes there and she asks, "Why are you beating my daughter?" Is it clear?